What is up, everybody? Back with a new video here today, and it's going to be my 10 favorite metal albums of 2025. I know it took me a while. I'm a bit late with this, but it was a great year. A lot of albums to listen to, sort through. I finally have my 10 ready to go, and as usual, honorable mentions will be at the end. But my list overall, it's got a lot of new wave of traditional heavy metal stuff on it. There's a couple of legacy bands here that are the classic ones, a little bit of black metal, so I've got a little bit of everything. Not really everything, because a lot of stuff sucks, but I've got the goods right here for you. A lot of these I haven't seen talked about on other people's lists. A lot of times that's how my lists are, not because I'm trying to be different, but this is just what I like the best. But going to get right into it here with my number 10. I've got the album Severance by the band Jaguar, which, if you don't know them, they are from Mexico. It's their second album. They've been around since about 2014. They play a great, classic metal style, blending some speed metal, traditional metal, a little bit of U.S. power metal style here. So very epic blend of styles. Great guitar work on this album. If you like dual harmonizing guitar work, fast shred, great melodies, you're going to love this. But looking at these songs, Mach 10, really great speedy one, which is one of my favorites on the album. Hollow Drive, great instrumental. It's kind of more melodic mid-pace. It does kind of speed up throughout the song, and part of it reminds me a lot of Megadeth, Dialectic Chaos, just awesome guitar work on it. And the title track, love that opening riff. Just very catchy, awesome song throughout. But Severance, Jaguar, really cool stuff. Check these guys out for sure. Number 9, I've got Do or Die by Mistreater. Another really great modern band, just been around a couple of years. They're from Austin, Texas. This is their second album. They really remind me kind of a blend of Judas Priest, maybe like Defenders of the Faith era style with some Motorhead. Just great classic sound, good female vocals on it, very powerful voice, but overall, really good riffs. The production isn't too polished or anything. It's got kind of a stripped down, raw, classic sound. Best songs on it for me, Killer Red, One Survivor, and the title track. But overall, really cool young band. Do or Die, my number 9. Number 8, I've got Cutting Edge by the band Wanted, another U.S. band here. These guys are from Michigan. They play a bit of like a glam metal style. So if you like Dokken, Rat, this will be right up your alley. Really George Lynch style guitar work with the harmonizations, the pinch harmonics, the squealing guitars. Just all really cool here on this album. Override, awesome song, very melodic, epic. Wasted Heart's a great one. Chained to Your Love. Really love these guys' style. Great, as I said, really reminds me of Dokken. Really cool young band. Check them out. Next up at number 7, I've got Parabellum by Testament. Great classic band, of course. Testament, in modern times, a lot would argue have just gotten stronger. The musicianship, the production, the songwriting is all amazing. Just great guitar work all over this album from Eric Peterson and Alex Skolnick. Skolnick is just an absolute god with his guitar solos. Fantastic stuff throughout here. Chuck Billy, his vocals, over time have gotten a lot more extreme, more guttural, very deep, and, almost death metal style at times on this, which I know some people might not like, but I really enjoy it. But it's not like that all throughout the album. There is some more of the classic Billy sound on it, but a lot of the time it is very extreme and guttural. But overall, really good stuff here. For the Love of Pain, one of my favorites on the album. Witch Hunt's really great, and Havana Syndrome, another favorite on this one for me. But overall, the musicianship's amazing. It's Testament lately with their releases has just been absolutely awesome. So Parabellum, my number 7. Number 6, I've got Winds of Time by the band Wings of Steel. Another modern band here. This is their second album. Really awesome stuff here. They're one of the leaders currently of the new wave of traditional heavy metal. Just amazing guitar work on this. A lot of it reminds me kind of like a Chris Oliva, very fast, precise, epic, sharp shredding. Love the riffs on this album. The vocals are really good as well. Kind of a blend of like a Jeff Tate high screaming style. Some Rob Halford sounding vocals mixed in here and there, but good vocals. Amazing guitar work. The riffs are awesome. Looking at these songs, Saints and Sinners, amazing. And Burning Sands are a couple of my favorites. But overall, Wings of Steel, really cool new band that has just put out 2 awesome albums so far. My number 5, I've got Dawn of the Iron Shadow by One of Nine. So this is my first black metal album on the list. And surprisingly, this band is from North Carolina. They sound like they're from Sweden or something. It's like a classic, dark, evil, cold black metal style from North Carolina, though, which is pretty cool. Cool to have U.S. bands putting out good black metal, but really cool stuff. As I said, very melodic, some synth in there that makes it really dark and eerie sounding. Age of Chains, Dreadful Leap of Desperate Valor, a couple of my favorites on this album. My number 4, I've got Ignite by Haunt. Now, Haunt started in 2017 or so by Trevor Church. They've been extremely prolific. They put out 10 or 11 albums in less than 10 years, which is insane. This one here, Ignite, I think is possibly their best since their debut, Burst in the Flame. Just super catchy all throughout the album. Very memorable, awesome songs. The guitar work is fantastic. The songwriting is just great on this album. Extraordinary Life, really good catchy song. Early Grave and Shattered Past, some of my favorites. But this is possibly my favorite Haunt album. It's the one really that I think is just the most consistent and best they've released in a long time. So Ignite, my number 4. Next up at number 3, and I will say my top 3, super tough to put in order because I love all 3 of these a lot. But my number 3, I'm going to go with Stardust by the band Speedclaw. It's a really cool modern band from Croatia. Again, they play that classic 80s heavy metal style, but they're a young band doing it. And this one, I haven't seen really anybody talking about, and that is Criminal. I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people just haven't heard this album and this band, because if they had, it would be on their list. Check it out. Really great blend of Iron Maiden and Judas Priest style heavy metal. A little faster at times, with some speed metal influence here and there. But Queen of the Night, Fly High, which is my absolute favorite song on the album. Just amazing guitar work and awesome vocals throughout the song. Crystal Light and The Curse Never Dies to close out the album are my favorites. Really killer album, very consistent. And again, if you like classic 80s metal, you're going to love this. So definitely check it out. Speedclaw's the band. Album is Stardust. That is my number 3. My number 2, I'm going to go with Time is the Fire by Tokyo Blade. Now, Tokyo Blade, just absolute classic, great band. They're a part of the new wave of British heavy metal. So a lot of these bands I've been talking about all over the list as part of the new wave of traditional heavy metal are trying to be like Tokyo Blade. These guys are the OGs. And it's really cool too with Tokyo Blade because all 5 guys in the band right now are classic members. All 5 guys right now were either on the first or second album. Yes, they were in and out of the band as the years went on, but over the last couple of years, on these last couple albums, they've all been back in the band now. Great guitar work from Andy Bolton and John Wiggins, just that great harmonizing, majestic guitar work from those guys that sounds like it did back in the day, still sounds like it now. Alan Marsh, his vocals still sound awesome, always was a fan of his voice, but overall, amazing album here. Their last couple have been really good. Looking at the songs, The Enemy Within, really kind of dark, moody, mid-paced, awesome song. Love the guitar work. The outro solo is amazing. Feeding the Rat and the 47 are my favorite songs on it, but super consistent album. Classic band with just an awesome album here. That is my number 2. Tokyo Blade, Time is the Fire. And my number 1, it's going to be a black metal album. It is Flame Within Flame by Sargeist. So Sargeist is pretty much a classic band at this point. They've been around about 25 years. They're from Finland, and originally it was started as like the side project of this guy Shatrig from the band Horna, which another great classic Finnish black metal band. But it's not super crazy extreme if you're kind of like wanting to get into black metal. It's very melodic. The guitar work is awesome, very majestic. It does have some pretty harsh vocals, but I think they are very fitting and sound awesome on the music. The guitar work, as I said, from Shatrig, just very mesmerizing, amazing guitars all over the album. As, of course, black metal songs have these long-ass names. So, An Eternal Dream Beyond the Accursed Portent. Amazing song. First song on the album, really good stuff. And what I like about this album, a lot of these songs hit like a really good melodic guitar part. And instead of just doing it for like 5 or 10 seconds, like a lot of songs will do, they just kind of go through it like for 30 or 40 seconds, just kind of repeating, which I really like on some of this stuff. The title track is great, and Ordained and Adorned are my favorite songs on this. But top to bottom, this is my favorite album from this year. I listened to it the most throughout the year. So that's my number 1, Flame Within Flame, Sargeist, just awesome, great, cold, dark black metal as my number 1. And as I said, I've got some honorable mentions, as I usually do. Just going to run through, mention the band, And just, yeah, here they are. My first honorable mention, like the one that was closest to making it, was Lord Belial. I think they're a great band. Been putting out some great stuff recently. They were broken up for a while, then got back together. The last couple they put out are really good. Sentry, Ambush, Phantom, GDL, Cradle of Filth, Sintage, Venator, Necrolant, which is a cool new black metal band, Void, good new thrash metal, Svartsen, they are classic black metal band, have a great new album out this year. Savage Master put out a good album. Deathhammer, Blade's Edge, Blood Us Nord, Interceptor, and Tower were my main honorable mentions. Coroner had a pretty good album. I think it's slightly overrated. I've seen that one high up on a lot of people's lists. It's good, but just not a favorite of mine. But it's definitely worth an honorable mention. But overall, those were my top 10 albums. My number one, again, Sargeist, Flame Within Flame. Awesome black metal. But as usual, let me know what you thought about my list. And give me your list in the comments. I like to see what y'all like as well. I'm going to go through. If I don't know something, I'll check it out. So give me your top 10 albums of this year. And as usual, thank y'all for watching. Till next time.